The US-Israel war on Iran is not just escalating on the battlefield, it is also triggering a rapidly growing economic shock across the region. Missiles and airstrikes are spreading the conflict from the Gulf to other parts of the world. The cost of this war is already running into billions. In Israel, the economy is partially shut down. Washington is also pouring millions of dollars a day into military operations. Key maritime trade routes and logistics hubs have been hard hit. This conflict is now triggering a much wider global economic shock.
The war with Iran is not only intensifying on the battlefield, it is also triggering a rapidly growing economic crisis. In Israel, the government now estimates that the war is costing about $3 billion every single week. The massive loss is being driven by strict emergency measures imposed after Iran fired missiles towards Israel in response to the joint US-Israeli strikes on Iran. Schools are closed, public gatherings are banned, and most businesses across the country have been forced to shut. Only essential services are allowed to operate, while thousands of reserve soldiers have been called up for the war effort. Israel's finance ministry has now warned that keeping the country under full emergency restrictions is causing massive economic damage. Officials are urging a partial reopening of businesses to reduce the economic bleeding, while still maintaining security measures. According to the Israel Central Bank governor, the economic cost of the 12 days war with Iran in June 2025 was $6 billion. This time, less than a week after the first strikes, the conflict has already morphed into a region-wide war, with targets ranging from military bases to cities and civilian infrastructure. Casualty numbers are climbing fast, with majority of the deaths reported in Iran. Washington is already spending heavily to deploy military forces across the region. Analysts estimate the US is already spending more than $59 million a day just to move troops and equipment into position. And that does not include the cost of missiles, bombs, or the loss of military aircraft during the conflict. The biggest fear now has come alive. The war has spread far beyond the region. Iran has shut down the Strait of Hormuz, a critical global shipping route through which a large share of world's oil supplies pass. Disruptions there have sent global energy prices soaring and have shaken financial markets around the world. History also shows that the true cost of war is often far greater than the early estimates. The wars in Iraq and Afghanistan were once expected to cost tens of billions of dollars. In the end, they lasted for 2 decades and cost more than $8 trillion. The human and economic costs are rising by the day, and with no clear end in sight, the price of this war may only just be beginning.